after 25 years, the Indiana Pacers are playing host to the NBA Finals. Tip-off for Game 3 against the Oklahoma City Thunder just 3 hours away.
Pacers' excitement can be felt around the city as fans look to be a huge factor tonight at home. We have team coverage for you tonight on everything Pacers and NBA Finals. Let's start with Sports 8's Angela Moran, who was with the team yesterday, Angela. And the blue and gold, of course, know what they have to do tonight to be much better, right?
You're exactly right, Phil. Forward Aaron Nesmith told me that if they told anyone on this team they would be coming home with the series at 1-1 in the NBA Finals, every single player would take that. The Pacers know now that they have their pressure is on to defend home court right here in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. We're just about 2 hours from the doors opening, but we already have Pacers superfan in the building as he's getting ready to come in and bring the energy for Game 3. This is something the city's been waiting a quarter of a century for, to have an NBA Finals game right here in the Fieldhouse. I talked to most of the players yesterday just about what head coach Rick Carlisle said after that Game 2 loss, that everyone on the roster has to do more. Here's what the players told me that means tangibly as they take the court for Game 3 tonight.
I think, it's kind of back against the wall mentality. We got to have that type mentality from the beginning of the game, but it was good just to have that little bit of a litmus test there. This time of the year, again, you don't want to, look back, a few years from now, just, regretting stuff. So it's a matter of just make stuff happen.
Everybody's got to do more. I'm looking back at the film, watched it back on the plane, several plays I didn't like that I made. I thought there was more I could do. And, you just got to live with that and learn from it and be better the next time you get the opportunity.
As much as we appreciate the moment, we have to make sure that in 5 years, we're going to be able to look back and be like, yeah, like we did everything we could to win those games.
Two keys for the Pacers tonight will be controlling Thunder superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and, of course, being smarter with the ball and limiting those turnovers. They want to make sure this crowd is standing on its feet all night long, bringing the energy, and they're going to have these shirts to wear tonight, too, saying, but this is Indiana, obviously noting the famous phrase, in 49 states it's just basketball, but this is Indiana. Pacers ready to use their crowd's energy as fuel tonight and defend home court advantage. Coming up at 5:40, we're talking everything you need to know about this game, including what is point guard Tyrese Halliburton's health status heading into Game 3 after a concerning limp after Game 2's loss. I'll see you at 5:40.
All right, looking forward to it, Angela. Thank you so much. We turn now to News 8's Kat Sandoval, who's live at Gainbridge Fieldhouse as well, as fans are hyped for Game 3 of the NBA Championship. Hi, Kat.
Hi, Phil. I just want to let you know, yes, sirs, crowds are here. They're dressed in blue and gold. And although it doesn't look as crowded just yet, fans are lining up. They're here for an activation, getting photos taken, lining up for the watch party that's about to happen later today. And they're here. They're excited. Indianapolis hosted a game 25 years ago, and now fans are ready, just ready to win a championship.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, losing that last game in OKC. Coming back home, though, gives us a great advantage. As long as Miles Turner and Halliburton get going, I think it'll be a very good game.
Downtown is hopping. Pacers fans can be seen up and down the streets wearing blue and gold. Right outside the Fieldhouse, fans gather for a pre-game Pat McAfee show. Some are taking photos and are just excited to be amongst other fans, including this little guy.
I'm just excited that we're in the finals. I mean, I'm 22, so this is the first time that I've seen it in my entire life. I kind of never thought the day would come, but this team is just the team of destiny.
The team of destiny has gear to match. At the team store, it's busy. Fans are picking up a hat or that Pacer shirt to represent tonight. A worker tells me shirts that say finals are a hot commodity. And if you're a ticketed fan, you won't need to stop by the store. You'll get one. The Pacers crew laid out 18,000 shirts, turning this sea of gray seats into gold. And speaking of gear, from his head to his heel, no one is quite as decked out as Eddie White, the host of the team's post-game show.
And to think that right now the eyes of the basketball world are on our state, our city, our sport, I don't know how it gets any better. I do. win the World's Championship and bring that trophy to the city of Indianapolis.
Now, this is historical, and the series is tied. But like the shirt says, I'm going to put it right here, it says, but this is Indiana. And so anything can happen. Reporting in Gainbridge, I'm Kat Sandoval, Wish TV, wishtv.com.